I've got two further exercises for you. The first is called the towel stretch, and again, if you ask any of my patients, I'm a firm believer of using exercises that don't really take any effort. And again, this is to basically help undo the fact that we're always hunched over all day. And so what we want to do is we want to spread the chest out, we want to get that flexibility up back into the upper back and neck, and we want to do it nice and easily. So the easiest way to do it is you take a bathroom towel from home, you fold it in half so it's about this wide, and then you simply make a roll. And you want to start out with a small to medium-sized roll, and then it's better if you do this on the floor because it's firmer. What you're going to do is just lay the towel crossways, and you're simply going to lie down on the towel. You want the towel to be basically at the level of bra strap for a woman, or basically at nipple level for a man. Third button on your button-up shirt is usually the rule of thumb. And then you're simply going to lay back over. You're going to spread the arms out sort of like a cross, so you're going to stretch the chest, and you're just going to relax in this position for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now, the size of the towel is kind of important, and it depends on how flexible you are to begin with. So what you want to do is you want to have the towel big enough that when you're in the position with your arms stretched out to the side, you can feel a nice gentle stretch coming through the chest. You don't want it to be too painful, otherwise you won't be able to relax into the stretch and enjoy it, but you do want to feel that it is actually uncomfortable to a certain extent. That means it's doing its job. If you don't feel anything, that means the towel is too small, roll it up a little bit. If you're on there, tears streaming down your face, cursing me for watching this video, towel's too big, roll it back a little bit, and then begin again. What should happen if you do this once a day for 3 or 4 minutes, is after 3 or 4 days, it'll get easier, it'll feel more comfortable. As it feels more comfortable, it tells you it's working, so you move the towel up, roll it up a little bit more, and keep on going. Typically, by the time you're in the second week of doing this daily, you're going to start to hear clicks and pops. Don't panic, that means it's actually doing its job, and that your posture is actually starting to change. You're starting to get that nice flexibility up in the upper back and into the neck. So keep on going and enjoy the stretch. The last exercise is belly breathing. Not sure why they picked me, but we'll give it a go. So what you're going to do, and what this point of this exercise is basically to teach you to breathe from lowering your diaphragm instead of doing it all up through your chest and shoulders. So what you want to do is simply lie on your back and concentrate on basically breathing and raising your stomach out towards the ceiling at the same time. Thus it's called belly breathing. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it so clearly with me, but we'll see how it goes. So what you're going to do is just breathe in, raising the stomach up towards the ceiling, making sure you're literally breathing through the diaphragm instead of raising your shoulders up to your ears. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and then let it out. And then in and out. And you can do this for 1, 2, 3 minutes as you see fit. What it does is it first of all retrains your diaphragm, retrains your whole body to breathe properly from the lower diaphragm instead of from the upper chest and shoulders. That helps relieve tension through the upper back, neck, and shoulder area. It also helps to free up the low back, all the musculature and different things down there, tendons, ligaments, and discs, take the pressure off them. And it does improve things like digestion and blood flow and flexibility. Okay? Hi, I'm back. Okay, so last 2 exercises I'm going to show you have to do with the upper body again. And what we want to do is reverse again the fact that all day we tend to be hunched over. Again, whether you're driving a car, on the computer, watching television. So what tends to happen over time is that the muscles, particularly the pecs, become shortened over time and you get that rolled over appearance. And even if you want to maintain a nice straight up posture, as soon as you stop thinking about it, they pull you back in. It's kind of like the bodybuilders that walk around with their arms stuck forward like this because they're overdeveloped here. So we want to show you a nice simple stretch to get those muscles stretched out, get that posture to come back up and open the chest up for easier and better breathing. Easiest thing to do then for this is basically find a doorway, put your arms on either side of the doorway, and then gently you're just going to stretch forward, lean forward into the doorway. You should feel a nice stretch through the front of the shoulders and into the chest. And you might even feel it through the back of the shoulders, in between the shoulder blades as you compress them together. And you're just going to hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds or to tolerance. And again, lean forward just until you feel it getting a little uncomfortable but not painful, and that tells you you're getting in a good stretch. So you might want to repeat that 2, 3, 4 times, and again just for 3 to 5 seconds, and over time, again, that will open the chest up. Okay, last stretch for today is again for the upper body, and as I mentioned before, one of the big problems as we do become kind of hunched over like this is our pecs become tighter over time because we spend so much time on the computer and driving and whatnot. In addition to the muscles at the front of the body become shortened over time because this prolonged posture, we tend to become weaker through the muscles in the back. So this is a stretching and strengthening exercise for all the muscles between the shoulder blades and across the shoulders. So what you're going to do is just find a nice open wall. You're going to put your arms up to the side, have your whole body pressed against the wall, and basically what you want to do is press your arms back into the wall and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then relax. And then after a brief pause, squeeze again together for 3 to 5 seconds and then relax. And again, you want to concentrate on getting those shoulder blades squeezed together. After you do this, you can do maybe a rep of 5 and then drop the arms and relax. And maybe you can do that 2 or 3 times. And again, over time, what it's meant to do, strengthening those muscles at the back between the shoulder blades to pull you up tighter, opening the chest up and get that posture nice and straight. Have a great day.